Her lawyer whispered just 4 words into her ear. 4 simple words that shattered everything. Marcus's cocky grin vanished, replaced by sheer terror. His pen hovered over the documents he'd been dying to sign, now trembling like he'd seen a ghost. And there I was, across the table, finally allowing myself a quiet, knowing smile after 4 long years of silence. But hold on, I'm jumping ahead. You need the full picture to understand how I turned the tables on the man who thought he could discard me like yesterday's news. If this hooks you already, smash that like button and subscribe to Intiqara Revenge Stories for more tales of sweet, calculated justice. Let's dive in. My name is Alina Voss. I'm 36 now, and until 4 months ago, I was married to Marcus Hale for 18 years. That's a lifetime in some books. Longer than I've had my driver's license. Longer than some trends last on social media. I met Marcus at 18, fresh out of community college, working as a barista in a bustling cafe downtown. He was 25, full of fire, talking big about launching his own tech startup. He had that charisma that draws you in, promising the world with a wink and a smile. I fell hard, and we married a year later. Our daughter Sophia arrived when I was 20. I juggled part-time shifts, night classes in business, admin, and saving every penny while he chased his dreams. By 24, his app development company started gaining traction. He begged me to quit my job and join him full-time, unpaid. Of course. "You're the only one I trust with the details," he said. So I became his shadow CEO, handling finances, client outreach, marketing campaigns, even designing the office space. All while raising Sophia, keeping our home running, and pretending it was all our success. At networking events, I was just Marcus's wife. He'd soak up the praise, the investor handshakes, while I faded into the background. My grandma always warned me, a woman needs her own nest egg, honey. Not hidden, just hers. Wise words I clung to. For 12 years, I poured my soul into his vision. We upgraded from a cramped apartment to a sleek suburban home with a pool and home office. Sophia thrived. Straight A's, soccer star. Marcus's company boomed. Apps for e-commerce, user growth in the millions. But cracks appeared. He'd snap at small things. My outfits weren't professional enough, dinners too basic. He'd work late claiming crunch time, but his stories didn't add up. Then, 4 months ago, he hit me with it over coffee one Saturday morning. "I want out, Elena. And I want the company, the house, the investments, all of it. You can have Sophia." It was like he'd rehearsed it in a mirror. No tears, no remorse, just a cold checklist. I sat there, coffee growing cold, feeling the ground shift. Turns out he'd been seeing Leela Grant, his 28-year-old marketing intern. Perky, ambitious, with that filtered social media glow. She'd been in our home for team dinners, laughing at his jokes a bit too loudly. Now, she was the future he craved. His sister, Vivian Hale, swooped in the next day. Vivian, with her designer scarves and judgmental stares, had always treated me like an outsider. "You should have kept things exciting, dear," she cooed, patting my arm like I was a lost puppy. Men like Marcus need adventure. Coming from her after her own messy divorce. Hypocrite. She helped him box my things into storage bins. Not even proper boxes. like I was being evicted from my own life. The humiliation piled on. He froze our joint accounts, claiming separation protocol. Lila started showing up at the house, using my yoga mat, cooking in my kitchen with ingredients I'd bought. They'd lounge by the pool I'd designed, her in bikinis that cost more than my monthly grocery bill. Marcus paraded her at company events, posting pics with captions like, "New horizons ahead." Vivian commented, "Hearts," and "so proud." My heart broke watching Sophia absorb it all. Her dad's arm around the stranger, her grandma whispering that mommy's being difficult. But the real gut punch? My old college friend, Carla Ruiz. We'd been tight for 20 years, bridesmaids at each other's weddings, godmother to Sophia. She called daily, offering wine and sympathy. "He's a fool. Alina, you deserve better." But odd leaks happened. I'd confide in her about apartment hunting, and Marcus would mock the neighborhoods. I'd mention fighting for equity, and he'd preempt it with threats. It dawned on me, Carla had always flirted with Marcus at parties, hanging on his words. He'd strung her along with compliments, turning her into his informant. 20 years of loyalty traded for scraps of attention. Sophia pulled away too. Marcus fed her lines, "Mom's dragging this out. I just want peace." She'd come home from his place distant, questioning me. "Why can't you just let Dad be happy?" It stung deeper than any asset loss. If you're feeling that emotional roller coaster with me, pause here and drop a comment. What's the worst betrayal you've faced? Hit subscribe if you want more stories like this on Intiqara Revenge Stories. Okay, deep breath. Things get strategic from here. What no one knew. I'd uncovered Marcus's house of cards 4 years earlier. It was a stormy Friday night. It was at the office. I was reviewing company ledgers, my usual unglamorous task, when discrepancies jumped out. Transfers to unfamiliar accounts, mounting expenses. I pulled an all-nighter, tracing it all. The home we'd paid off, to hidden refinances totaling $950,000 owed, value only $700,000, underwater by $250,000. The company, maxed credit lines at $300,000, unpaid invoices $150,000, equipment loans $100,000, total business debt $550,000. Our luxury SUVs, leased with massive end payments looming. We owned zilch, just illusions propped by loans. Where'd the money vanish? Bad stock trades? $200,000 evaporated in volatile markets. Gambling apps. $100,000 down the drain. A secret condo for flings. $80,000 in rent and decor. Lavish business trips with spa days and fine dining. Another $120,000. Marcus wasn't a mogul. He was a fraudster living on borrowed time. Confrontation tempted me, but I knew better. He'd gaslight, blame me for not noticing sooner. Worse, he'd eye my separate savings. Grandma's mantra echoed. I'd kept my pre-marriage 401k now, $220,000, and her inheritance of $280,000 in solo accounts never mixed. Total, $500,000 mine alone. I've played smart. Consulted my aunt, a financial advisor, to set up a trust for Sophia, irrevocable, untouchable by divorce or debt. Documented every shady transaction, screenshots, statements hidden in a safe with duplicates at my brother's. Then I waited for years of faking ignorance, smiling at galas while watching him dig deeper. I knew he'd bolt eventually. Men like him always chase new. When he demanded the divorce and everything, it was music to my ears. He wasn't claiming riches, he was begging for ruin. I hired attorney Kira Lang, 55, a bulldog with zero patience for games. She mapped a fight, half the empire's yours. I slid over my binders of evidence. What if I let him have it all? Her jaw dropped, then respect dawned. You've been planning this. We crafted the trap. I'd concede assets, but attach full debt disclosures. He'd sign blind, assuming victory. The next month's Oscar-worthy acting, I played the broken wife. Teary mediations, meek requests for $60,000 cash and Sophia's custody. Marcus lapped it up, pitying me like a charity case. She's not fighting smart, he bragged to buddies. Vivian spread gossip. Elena's folding. She knows she's outmatched. He splurged. $20,000 drone for business. Fancy dinners with Lila, posting living our best life. She redecorated our home. My cozy blues swapped for sterile whites. Carla probed for intel. I fed her sob stories, watching them boomerang to Marcus. Sophia noticed inconsistencies. Dad's new gadgets versus can't afford your art camp. One night, in her cozy rental, 2 beds, tiny kitchen-eyed painted warm amber for hope. She asked, Mom, is Dad faking it? I squeezed her hand. Trust the process, sweetie. My 16-year-old saw through the smoke before the pros. Kira prepped surgically. Main docs transferred assets. Addendum listed debts. Marcus's lawyer Theo Grant irony. Leela's uncle suggested an audit. Marcus nixed it. I know my worth. No delays. He signed a waiver. Theo's Saya move. Night before court, Marcus texted, thanks for keeping it civil. I replied. For Sophia's sake, inside, I toasted Grandma's photo with tea. Hey, if this build-up has you on edge, like and subscribe to Intiqara Revenge Stories. Comment your guess. How bad does it get for Marcus? Let's keep going. Court day, 10 a.m. Judge Harlan Reed presiding, veteran, no nonsense. Marcus strutted in, suit sharp, Lila and Vivian in the hall beaming. I entered, subdued, plain dress, no makeup, defeated vibe. Judge, agreement reached Theo. Mr. Hale takes all assets. Mrs. Voss gets $60,000. Kira agreed. Judge eyed me. You understand you're forfeiting major equity? Softly. Yes, Your Honor. I want him to have what he built. Signatures flew. Marcus rushed. I savored. Theo reviewed last. Hit the addendum. Face ashen. He whispered, you're taking all debts. Marcus scanned home. $950,000 owed. Biz, $550,000. Fee cost $140K. Extras $300,000. Total $1.94 million debt versus $1.5 million value. Negative $440,000. He bolted up. Fraud. She hid this. Sit. These are your debts. Theo. I advised audit. He waved. Waiver presented. Judge, you declined review. Agreement stands. Gavel down. Marcus glared. You knew. Calmly, I managed your books for 12 years. Marcus, I knew it all. He begged withdrawal. Denied. I walked out free, hearing his rants fade. Fallout was swift. Leela bailed in days. Not my mess. Home foreclosed. Biz sued into bankruptcy. Marcus begged family loans. Vivian's support dried up. Carla called sobbing. I didn't know. Silence. Vivian via Sophia. Tell Mom I'm sorry. Sophia, she's busy, thriving. Sophia hugged me tight. You protected us. Her trust. $500,000 secure. My settlement seated my design firm first client. A divorcee rebuilding. We painted her walls amber. New starts, she said. Marcus knocked months later, haggard, pleading help. You wanted the empire, I said, closing the door. Watched him shuffle away, satisfying his pie. Grandma's wisdom, independence, is power. I'm free, building my life one choice at a time. Phew, what a ride. If this story empowered you, like, subscribe, and comment your favorite twist. Watch more on Intiqara revenge stories. Click the next video now. Thanks for joining. See you soon.